Hey guys, welcome to part 4 and us starting our boba tea shop.
So the progress you'll see in this video is we put up these wall panels on the side in the hallway, and I'm also going to finish putting on my pattern panels on the front of my counter. And you'll also see what we are going to use as our countertops. And so basically I just put the panels on. I put one nail in it just to kind of map it out and kind of just see where I wanted them to go. This was actually extremely difficult. I ended up taking them all off and restarting because they weren't lining up the way I wanted. And so I started from the left side and just worked my way to the right. And I finally figured out how to get them so that it looks pretty good from the front. So while I was doing that, Evan worked on our counters. And so we decided to go with butcher block because I just love butcher block. And so I think it looks really good, and we're gonna epoxy them. And so I finished putting on my wall panels. I basically just used wood glue and just made sure to get every single little spot. And then I pushed them in, and I had to like work really slowly to make sure they all fit perfectly. Also, everything was kind of unleveled, like slightly. So I had to kind of angle some of them. It was a lot of work. This took forever. This was very difficult. Now I know why people charge like $5,000 to do like this kind of stuff, because this is a lot of work. But luckily they came out sturdy at the end, and so I'm really happy with how it turned out. So this is what I'm working on now. I got most of the panels on. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with these ones. So I'm waiting until we finish like the butcher box. But I'm going in and wood filling every little nook and crevice, and I definitely forgot those. So let me do that real quick. But so it's gonna look like pretty seamless. And so Evan doesn't think I need to do this, but I think I do. I think it's gonna make the paint job look a lot better. So this took me an hour to do those two. So yeah, this is gonna take me a really long time. And Evan also got some of the FRP boards up, and he put clamps on them. And that one too. And this one too. So I'm so excited. This is looking really good. Um, Looks just like I pictured it in my head. Whoops. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. So after the wood filler would dry, I would just use a little sanding sheet and just go in and sand every single little thing I can to get it as smooth as possible. And I got it really smooth. It looks great. So I went ahead and just got like a paint primer, and just went in and painted everything. I still don't have the two panels that are going to be next to the butcher blocks because I still have to wait. So here's what the hallway looks like and the back side of the counter. And I just got this white trim piece just to put on the corner. And yeah, I think it looks really good. So we finally got the epoxy done on the front countertop, which means I'm able to finish my front panels, and they look so good. I'm so happy with it. But I made a huge mistake with them, and I wonder if you guys can tell. This one I just put on. And I put this like trim piece on the side. And I'm gonna have to wood fill this. And then I'll sand this one. Once this dries, sand that. And then I'll finally be able to prime these and I can actually see what it looks like. A lot of the panels kept breaking because the wood is super fragile. So you basically have to like wood fill and sand and wood fill and sand for like days until it finally looks right. All right, guys, so here's how the front turned out. Let's get a close up. This part was a nightmare. This thing kept chipping off, so I had to like use wood fill and create like a thing here. There was a little hole in it. It was just awful. So I think I finally got it to look okay. So here it is. I put like little trim pieces right here. And right here. So the mistake I made is, you probably can tell by now, that side, okay, this side, I stacked them on top of each other. And then that side, I didn't want to because I didn't want to have to cut a full one. So I put a full one there, not even thinking it would create a whole different pattern. So I didn't even notice until like I already had glued it and everything. And I was like, oh my God, Evan. He didn't even notice. I was like, oh my God. He said it looks fine. I agree. Like, I think it looks fine. I actually like it better with like the diamonds. So I wish that I would have offset this one, but I wasn't even thinking about doing that. But yeah, so that side has a whole different pattern. So hopefully nobody notices because it looks kind of crazy when you're like thinking about it. But at first glance, I think it looks fine. And so I'm happy with it. I'm not even gonna stress about that. So yeah, that's all for this video, guys. The next video, I'm gonna talk about the epoxy and how we epoxied our countertops. That's a whole thing. So stay tuned for the next video and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.